The day former President Uhuru Kenyatta said this.
Sijui mumeogopeshwa, sijui even you gena, naona rudi uingie hii majenzi, nyinyi ndio the story of the future. Fight for your rights, bwana.
I knew this man is up to something, and that is making President William Ruto a one-term president. But how can he do it? Before we proceed, I want us to listen to what Jeremiah Kioni is saying in Nyamira County, where Dr. Fred Okengo Matiang'i is coming from.
We have our branches functioning at every level. And I know you are aware that I've had many people hata sahi naona wanasema we have our own presidential candidate, our party presidential candidate, who was called Fred Matiang'i. All these things, it's really in preparation of many things, but to ensure that the party is functioning and to ensure that the party plays its useful role as an official opposition party. Because sisi bado tuko katika opposition, hatujaenda popote na hatuendi mpaka tutengeneze serikali kupitia kwa wale ambao watachaguliwa na Wakenya, and we hope that when the coalitions are formed, the name of Matiang'i will emerge among the other people who have shown interest in leading this country. UDA ama KK is a sinking ship, so to try and join it, you can only join them if you want to sink with them. Baba is an older fella in politics. Yeye ni baba kweli hata ya siasa, lakini saa zingine unaweza fikiria mambo ni iko namna hii, unakuta ni tofauti, unakuta ground imekuwa tofauti. Na nafikiri alipokuwa hapa this region in Kisii County, kidogo aliona mambo ni tofauti, na ndio naona kama mikono ikaanza kuwa mizito kuanzia hapo. But why? It's because Kenyans have given up on William Samoei Ruto. They have decided that he must go. That's not an issue of debate anymore. The decision, Kenyans themselves have decided that Ruto must go. And if they have decided, it becomes very difficult for you alone to think that you can change that narrative. Kenyans are unhappy with the fact that William Ruto has never left the sunroof. Never, ever left a sunroof. For the last, I don't know, donkey number of years, he has been on the sunroof. He runs the country from the sunroof. Again, he started a nari campaign. Look at the kind of campaigns, meetings he's having in Nairobi. And unlike any other presidential...
Now that is Jeremiah Kioni speaking in Nyamira County, where Dr. Fred Okengo Matiang'i, who is close to former President Uhuru Kenyatta, is coming from. I do agree with Jeremiah Kioni that President William Ruto started early campaigns. That is the problem we are having as a country. But I want us to understand why President William Samoei Arap Ruto, why this is his worst regret, because Uhuru Kenyatta is determined to make him a one-term president. But before we proceed, in case this is your first time on the Sport Check YouTube channel, kindly support us by subscribing and turning on the notifications bell. We are on a mission to 7,000 subscribers, and if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for supporting this YouTube channel. One thing we have to understand, President William Ruto is unpopular as we speak. And without Raila Odinga, President William Ruto can face a very powerful storm from politicians within the opposition. I'm talking about Dr. Fred Okengo Matiang'i, Rigathi Gachagua, Kalonzo Musyoka. But let us understand how Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta can make William Ruto a one-term president, because Jeremiah Kioni is close to Uhuru Kenyatta. The first thing we have to understand is that Dr. Fred Okengo Matiang'i is close to Uhuru Kenyatta. During his tenure as Kenya's fourth president, during his last term, Dr. Fred Okengo Matiang'i acted as his own deputy president. It was not announced, but whatever he was doing this guy was acting as a deputy president because William Samoei Arap Ruto, the deputy president then, was busy campaigning for 2022. And whatever Jeremiah Kioni has said in that particular clip, this guy is like Uhuru Kenyatta's messenger. He's like Uhuru Kenyatta's mouthpiece. And if you see him going to Nyamira County, that is a clear plan that Uhuru Kenyatta is going to make William Ruto a one-term president through Dr. Fred Okengo Matiang'i. Whether we like it or not, Uhuru Kenyatta has got influence as we speak in the Republic of Kenya. We cannot run away from that. The second thing we need to understand is that Uhuru Kenyatta never forwarded the name of Dr. Fred Okengo Matiang'i to President William Samoei Arap Ruto so that it can be named as one of his cabinet. For example, I am certain that there's no way that Mutahi Kahiga and the likes of Lee Kinyanjui were appointed to President Ruto's cabinet without the knowledge of Uhuru Kenyatta. But he knew very well that he has got very powerful plans for 2027. He could not make a mistake to forward the name of Dr. Fred Okengo Matiang'i to be named in Ruto's cabinet. And he knows very well that this is a guy that he can use to fight President William Ruto secretly without coming out and saying, you know what, I don't want William Samoei Arap Ruto. But even from the body language, it is true. This guy is against William Samoei Arap Ruto's policies, the way he is governing the Republic of Kenya. The third reason we have to understand, Uhuru Kenyatta knows very well that Matiang'i can protect his interest. And by the way, politics is about interest. There is no way you can cheat me that even Raila Odinga, who has joined William Ruto's administration, at the same time is denying that he has got no interest. Every politician always put their interest forward. Then later they will think about the citizen. That is the reality on the ground. And he knows very well that right now, William Samoei Arap Ruto cannot protect his interest. And if they can support Dr. Fred Okengo Matiang'i to become the president of the Republic of Kenya, therefore, Matiang'i can protect his interest and the interest of those people who are close to him. That is the reality of the ground. We have the Kenyatta family, and they have got a lot of properties in the Republic of Kenya. They have their own interest, and Uhuru Kenyatta can decide, you know what, I am going to protect the interest of my family. Number four, Uhuru Kenyatta knows very well that Matiang'i is a candidate that can be sold anywhere, whether it is in Nyanza, whether it is in Coast, whether it is in Mount Kenya region. And if he can get a backup of Rigathi Gachagua, I'm telling you, William Ruto is going to find it very hard to secure a second term in 2027. How about the Gen Z? During the Gen Z movement, they used to call Dr. Fred Okengo Matiang'i to come and represent them. That is a plus, and he knows very well that Dr. Fred Okengo Matiang'i can be supported by the Gen Z. Number five, Uhuru Kenyatta knows very well that Matiang'i is someone who is a performer, and William Ruto has failed. His policies has failed. Talk about the new university funding model, that one failed. The social health authority has failed. And therefore, they need someone who can perform. And Matiang'i performed very well when he was the cabinet secretary in charge of the State Department of ICT, when he was in charge of the State Department of Education, and later internal security. He performed, and Kenyans know that this guy can perform. Then lastly, Uhuru Kenyatta that knows that President William Ruto has lost the ground. That is the reality. As we speak, without Raila Odinga, there is no William Samoei Arap Ruto. That is just my opinion. In case you have any counter opinion, feel free to share in the comment section. I will be replying to your feedback. Remember, I promised at the end of my videos to carry out civic education. This is what you need to do. You need to register as a voter as soon as possible, because you can participate in two types of elections. One, general elections. Two, by-elections. Number two, you need to demonetize politics as soon as possible. The beauty of doing that you can have an opportunity to elect a leader of high integrity. Have you ever wondered where many politicians will get back their money after spending millions of shillings during the campaign period? These people might be tempted to mismanage public funds, and therefore they can steal public funds, which is your money. How can we do that? The only way we can do it is through demonetization of politics. Then lastly, you need to vote for someone with a policy. Have you ever wondered why we are ending up with poor policies from the administration, from the executive arm of government? It's because we elect leaders without a vision. Bye for now. I will see you in the next video.